Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. I am up at the rock shelter at Cape Perpetua on the southern Oregon coast. Maybe actually we're kind of mid coast at this point. It's about 3 hours from my house. But this rock shelter was built in the winter of 1934 to 1935. And it's a pretty cool shelter. I like to come up here from time to time. But I'm going to slowly spin you around so I don't make you sick. We were just fogged in a few minutes ago, and then the fog broke off and there was a gorgeous view of the coast. So now you are looking south over my left shoulder. And yesterday we were down at Bob Creek. It's about 10 to 15 minutes south of here. It's a great beach we like to go to look for shells and agates and things like that. And there's a big cave down there that I found about 5 years ago, and I love to go in there. And the tide was pretty close to, it was pretty high, so it was getting close to the mouth of the cave. But I went in there, and my rule is that I like to touch the back of a cave, and I've done it every time on this. So I went in and I was getting close to the back of the cave, and I was probably about 5 or 6 feet away from the back, and it just got really dark. And I had climbed over a fairly big log, a piece of driftwood, and I grabbed my flashlight, and this is my Fenix EO1. I did a video on this a little bit ago. I switched over to this and a few months ago from the Arc, and I've carried a flashlight around my neck for 18 years. And I turned on my flashlight, and I was so thankful that I did not take another step without turning on my flashlight. I thought that I was on sure ground. I was actually stepping on a driftwood log. My next step was going to be in a hole with all this driftwood around it, and I very easily could have broken a bone or twisted a knee or an ankle or hip, something. I really could have gotten hurt. So I was thankful that I had that with me. I was able to walk safely across the driftwood to touch the back of the cave. And when I went into the cave, it was a day just like it is now, plenty of sunlight, whatever. And if I had not had my flashlight with me, I could have ended up in serious injury or harm, pain at the very minimum. And so that's the reason I've carried it with me for so long. And this EO1 will go from 5 to 25 to 100 lumens. I just turned it on, I think the 25, and it was plenty to see, but I felt like I was on sure ground. I had no idea that my next step could have really injured me. So that is why I always carry this with me, and I will continue to do so. I would love to hear if you carry a flashlight or some other piece of gear that has protected you or saved you from harm or injury or pain. I'd really love to hear about that in the comments section. As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we will see you out there.